room where we mine one of our products called Ethereum. And as you can see, this is one of our multiple rooms that we have in this building where we mine, where we cloud mine cryptocurrencies. All right, so in just about a minute, we're going to get started. And first of all, I would like to test the sound. If you can hear me all right. I think, Tali, just looks like you switched me into full screen mode. Now I'm back. Yeah, so everything is good. So first of all, just give me a plus sign in the chat if you can hear me all right. That would mean that you can hear me loud and clear. Everything is fine. Perfect. And I would also like to ask you guys a very simple question. Where are you from plugging in into our conference room? We are broadcasting in Estonia, which is a very small country. All right, Denmark. Good. Los Angeles. Hi, Paul. Kansas, USA, Lithuania. Hi, guys. Philippines, Hungary, Peru. Hola, Peru. ¿Cómo estás, Edgar? Pakistan. Wow, North Carolina. I've been to North Carolina. South Africa, Slovenia, Indonesia, Germany, Malaysia. Nice, nice. Okay, all right, perfect. Awesome. I mean, we're pretty global tonight, and you won't believe, but just about an hour ago, I've been to the conference called Latitude 59, and I've also went to another little kind of sub-conference of Latitude 59, which is an Estonian tech conference, and we personally met with Tim Draper. And Tim Draper is actually a very, very interesting person. He is the guy who owns, as far as I know, the most amount of Bitcoins. And he is the guy who invests into startups based on the blockchain technology, right? So this webinar is designed for the next 45 minutes. This webinar is designed to introduce you to the industry called cloud mining. And how many of you, give me a plus, how many of you are looking to make money in this niche? So you are, maybe you haven't done anything, but you are looking to make money in with cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, with cloud mining, with mining in general. So you're looking to make money. You have your gut feelings that you can make money in this niche. So yeah, one of our speakers just reported to me that he's got disconnected. So, but everything is fine. I'm on. I have two connections. I have Wi-Fi, I have cable, and I have a SIM card in my computer. So just in case the internet, goes down, I have many ways to back up. Yeah. So I'm going to enter one of our key speakers. So we have a special guest tonight. Now let me turn on the slides, and we can get started. So guys, could you give me could you type number 10 in the chat if you see the first slide, the welcoming slide? Okay, perfect, fantastic. Yeah, so we've been requested from previous webinar to run a webinar from our server rooms. So do you think that's exciting? Do you think that's better than running a webinar from an office space, which we did, last time? So All right, guys, I'm back. I've switched myself. I've unplugged the cable because I wanted to do a tour for you. And what happened is I was using the cable internet, and now I'm switched to the 4G to the SIM card. Yeah, I'm back. So guys, I'm going to give you a little tour actually. So this is one of our rooms. This is one of our new, actually last webinar when we were making it a few days ago. Last week we didn't have those servers up and running. So here we're mining Ethereum. And it's very hot in here. I think it's about 40. As you can see, I'm getting red because it's very hot in here. So, but I'm just going to go to another room very quick, and you'll be able to see actually, you know, where we mine Ethereum as well. And the other room has, you know, it's full of servers. But I'd like to proof of mining for awesome. Yeah, Lily says. Yeah, that's a proof of our business. So here we go, guys. This is what we do, right? So maybe some of you are thinking like, hey, Valentin, what are you showing? What are those? It's so warm in here. Yeah, you can see those video cards because Ethereum is mined on video cards. So I'm going to get back to the room. How many of you are registered to Hashflare? Just give me a plus sign. How many of you have registered for that? Just a free registration, just to sign up. All right. So first of all, before we dig into this industry, I would like to emphasize on that every niche or every industry, so to speak, every hot niche where you can make money has lots of hype, lots of hypes, lots of companies that are over-promising and, you know, not delivering what they promise. So having said that, it's our niche, cloud mining, is becoming very tight, and it's getting harder and harder to find the right company with whom you can make money. I agree with me that every hot niche where you can make money gets overcrowded by the companies, and there's a lot of bullshit, you know, and it's very easy to get into trouble by you know, investing your bucks, your money, and not getting back anything in return. We have to say that once we see someone promising like really huge percentages, we already know this is bullshit, because we know what's really possible. And once we see those huge numbers, we know this is just a hype, and they don't cloud mine anything. They just bring a pyramid scheme, a Ponzi scheme, right? Yeah. Oh, Calvin says, I'm a long-time happy customer at Hashflare. Calvin, we've got a surprise for you at the end of the webinar. So stay tuned, and we have a special deal for you. Yeah, and Douglas says, yeah, all right, guys. So now I want to recap, guys, for those who've never done cloud mining, we just want to recap on how can we as human beings make money. So I think there are 4 main options for generating income, right? And unfortunately, we all know that income or money is not everything, but it's a tool, right? So we all need money, not to buy the happiness, but just to, you know, to be able to do the things we like to do. Of course, it's not the end goal, but it's the tool, right? So the first thing how people make money is they get a job. So, you know, you find a job, you work for, you spend 4 to 5 years in the university to get a degree, and find a job, you work for the company for 20 or 30 years or for different companies, then you go for your pension, or that's it. So we are believers here at Hashflare that there are so many better ways in order to not to be basically to avoid this option, in order to not to work as an employee. So is there anyone who is dreaming to be an employee, you know, to work for someone? I don't think so, right? However, 90% of the people, you know, on the planet, They do work, and it's not because they love it, simply because they don't know the other ways to make money. So we are here for you tonight to explain to you what are the alternatives to make money. So it's all about who you know and what you know. People who go to work and those who don't go to work and they still get paid, right? So the other options, guys, is to be self-employed. What do I mean by self-employed? So self-employed people, I meet a lot of, especially in Estonia, I meet a lot of self-employed people. Those are the people who work like a freelancers. How many of you are freelancers? Just give me a plus in the chat. How many of you are freelancers? How many of you are either a programmer or a designer, a web designer, a copywriter, I don't know, anything else, and you're a freelancer? So we've got Ryan, we've got Phil, Douglas, nice. Omid. Yeah, a freelancer miner. I love it. Sure, that's what I was missing. A freelancer miner. Calvin, Promet. All right. So guys, much better position because you don't have a boss in front of you, and you can work or do things on your computer as long as you can do them, as long as you want to do them, and you can stop at any moment, right? The only thing for a classical freelance example, a designer, a programmer, a copywriter, or a marketer, freelancer marketer, the issue with that is that once you stop working, do you get income? If you're a designer, no, right? So you don't get any income. So that's the thing. And some people, there are, life moments when you get sick for a month or two. Unfortunately, my brother has been sick for 3 years, being unable to work. He's not an entrepreneur, but that's life. That happens. How can I become in the position where whatever happens with me, and things happens, then I will make sure that I will continue making money passively. Okay. So, and the next option that I'll be presenting to you is become an entrepreneur. So if you can make your business work for you, then you're the king. If you can make your business work for you, but give me a plus. How many of you have some friends who have successful businesses? I have a lot of friends who have successful businesses with lots of employees working for them, right? So, guys, I'm sure you are aware what it takes in business. Hire people, take a huge risk, find investments. I've seen on this conference at Latitude 59, I've seen 1,000 people, literally 1,000 people looking for investments, simply because they are unable to fund their companies on their own. So if you find an investor, oh gosh, then you hire yourself, and you hire yourself in your business. But if you make it work, it can work, and it can work very well. However, many of you have families, have kids, and you're not ready to risk. You're ready to risk, but you want to have a balanced, you want to have a strategical risk, and you don't want to risk your, that you will. All right, I'm back. Yeah, here we go. Yep, connection. I'm on a 4G. So I'm actually gonna gonna move to closer to the window. Maybe it will help. So maybe I'll get a better connection. Let's see. Yeah, it should be slightly better. I'm on a 4G right now. So here we go. So, and the last option, guys, is obviously to become an investor and to invest in startups. Startup here in Estonia gets 35,000 euro at the beginning, which is called seed funding, pre-seed funding. And guess what? 9 out of 10 startups, they go under. They just, shut down within the first 12 months. So would you like to invest 35,000 euro by knowing that 9 out of 10, will not exist? So, yeah. So, I can see someone who's from Estonia tonight. Hi, Promit. Yeah, we're here in Tallinn, and so you're from Parma. Nice. Yeah. So now, what we're talking about is a new way to make money, a real passive income. So this could be a new category. We could call it differently. We can, we can say micro investment or something like that. But the main thing is that, if you want to make money online, then you gotta be doing something that is trendy, or better yet, has like, a multiple amount of trends in it. So give me a plus in the chat if you would agree that 5 years ago nobody thought that cryptocurrency is serious. Just give me a plus if you agree that people didn't take it seriously. 5 years ago, give me 2 plus. We didn't, so PayPal and others would start accepting Bitcoin as a payment solution. No, I mean, we thought it was crazy, right? Like Tim Draper told me a story tonight, and he said, Valentin, I've met Google founders on the plane. Google founders on the plane. And they told me, oh, we're building a new search engine. And he was already, he's a venture capitalist, an investor. And then he said he came back to the office to talk to his partners in his venture capital firm. And they said, oh my God, why should we invest into another search engine? There's 6 of them on the market already. And that was Google. All right. So we know the similar stories about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. So and cryptocurrency is definitely a trend. They definitely reached a certain milestone where we could clearly see there is no way back. There's only way forward, and they're only going to grow. As an industry, as a niche, we're not saying about growing with the price of Bitcoin, but as an industry, as a niche, it's only been growing. So now, would you agree that mining at home became actually quite difficult? I'm sure some of you are aware of what it takes to mine from home. Just give me a plus if you agree that mining at home became actually very, it's a pain in the ass nowadays, right? So the new trend has just appeared, or recently, right? Is what's called a cloud mining, all right? And that's what, all right? So this is the brand new way to make money, and this is a very, very transparent way how you can make money and how we will make money, right? Because obviously nobody is doing anything for free. We're not a charity company, although we're happy to show ourselves and show our server rooms because we're doing the real thing. Those guys who are doing hypes, they never show themselves, okay? Yeah, Fernando, you're totally right. It's too loud and many issues to maintain. I'm sitting in the room. It's 40 degrees here. It's so warm. Yeah. So now, a little bit about Hashflare, a little bit about us. So Hashflare, it's a new range of cloud mining services brought to you by the company called Hashcoins. Hashcoins team and the company existed a little bit longer than there. So the guy started by one of the founders, Sergey. One of the Google founders is Sergey. One of the Hashflare founders is also Sergey. That's a good sign. So they started by developing and doing miners. So they started doing miners, computers, servers to mine Bitcoin. And later on, they merged, or they kind of transformed into a cloud mining company, which nowadays is called Hashflare. So the goal of Hashflare is to make mining accessible to all users, all people, regardless of their age, location, amount of money you're making, because literally you can start with $3 with Hashflare. $3, as low as that sounds. So we want to give our customers an opportunity to try out cryptocurrency mining and earn Bitcoins as a reward every single day. All right. So cloud mining really offers you a very unique option for mining with a low cost of entry. So as I said, $3. It's really, we can call it no risk. Can you give me a plus if you would agree that $3 is really no risk? I mean, it's nothing, right? It doesn't matter you're from Peru or Chile or United States. It's nothing everywhere nowadays, right? So this is a no risk involved type of business, and we have simplified the way you can earn money in this industry. How? I'm going to tell you real soon. A little bit about ourselves. So Hashflare, we've got a proven track record, and we're, well, guys, I'm actually, we can say we're in the top 5 cloud mining companies. So we're one of the 5 biggest cloud mining companies in the world. We've got over 120K customers from all over the world, from over 50 different countries. You could see how global is the webinar tonight. Although on our second webinar, we know that the timing is not perfect for everyone, because it's 8 here in Estonia in Europe, but it might be too late in Philippines, for example, or too early in the United States. So it's not ideal, and we will do webinars for different time zones later on. I promise. We're planning to do new webinars in June. So we've got a team of 43 employees working for the company, over 1,000 new registrations every single day, and our data centers are located in Europe, USA, and obviously, Iceland is part of Europe, and Estonia as well. And Iceland is a very popular location for cloud mining due to their, kind of, low price for electricity, as well as climate conditions as well. And we basically own the whole process, from A to Z, from beginning to the end. So there are some. I would like to give you some interesting facts about Bitcoin, because there are some beginners on this conference call, and obviously there are movies about Bitcoin, there are books about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We might even suggest you some books on different webinars. But there are some really crazy facts that, for example, Lamborghini became the first, automobile company who started accepting bitcoins as payment method. So there's a quite famous guy who bought some time ago in China. He bought worth of $200 bitcoins, and then he bought Lamborghini. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? So yeah, Calvin is saying about yeah. So about Bitcoin split in December, but it doesn't matter, guys, what's going to happen with the price if you cloud mine, because it doesn't matter if the price goes up and down, you're still mining. All right, so we're printing money. So do you see the difference? The price can go up or down, but you are still printing the money. Yeah. So last webinar we had a lot of people asking like, what's going to happen with the Bitcoin split. So that's the beauty, because you are in a position where you can buy a part of printing money machine, as crazy as it sounds. Okay, get back to some funny facts. Skycraft Airplanes was the first company to start selling aircrafts in exchange of bitcoins. How crazy is that? Why did they start doing so? Very simple, because in exchange, Bitcoin back to real cash, or maybe Bitcoin will be a real cash very soon. Now we call real cash kind of as a slangish type of thing, but maybe Bitcoin is going to be the real cash. It's just a matter of time. There's a crazy story about pizza that was ordered in 2010 with the Bitcoins. I think it was some cents for one Bitcoin back then, and then nowadays it would have been cost over $5 million. Amazon, PayPal, Microsoft, Expedia, Subway, Zappos, eBay, Virgin Galactic, Victoria's Secret, and many others accept Bitcoins as a payment method. There's a large Danish e-commerce website from Denmark that I've been a partner with for 5 years. They actually, a few months ago, they just started accepting Bitcoins. I mean, guys are doing, I don't know, 10 or 11 million in turnover. I mean, that's big for Denmark, obviously. Yeah. Colin says, yeah, I wish I never ordered that pizza. Cool. So, okay. So now, what are the ways to make money with cryptocurrency? There are a number of them. The first way is to trade cryptocurrency. Again, as simple as that. How many of you traded the Bitcoin? So you just bought it cheaper and you sold it more expensive at a higher price. Ryan, Enel, Linas. Okay, so we got some people. Guys, those who just gave me a plus, do you agree that it is nowadays a risky way to make money because of volatility aspect, right? So basically, it's not recommended, it's not suggested, just like with Forex or just like trading on any other stock exchange or trading, some shares on NASDAQ, things like that. So if you're not professional, then it is risky. All right. So the next way we've also touched base on is to cloud mine yourself. Sorry, to mine yourself, right? To mine yourself at home. So what are the biggest minuses? What are the biggest disadvantages of mining at home? It is expensive. It is pain in the ass. It is very loud. It is very, very warm in that room. Electricity cost, noise, and can you imagine the situation when you just leave your home for a 2 weeks vacation, and your city shuts down the electricity for the whole town for 2 hours? Those things are happening all over the world. And then you're like, 1,000 miles away, and you're like, oh gosh, my server is not mining anymore. I have to turn it on back somehow. So it is pain in the ass. Yeah, Phil, absolutely. It's too expensive. Denmark is very expensive for electricity, and yeah, I agree with you. So now, the third way, and really the best way to make money, is to invest into cloud mining server space, just like you can see behind myself, and let the professionals mine for you. Guys, I have no idea personally, I'm not in charge of that, but I have no idea personally how. I understand all the general things, but I cannot do it myself, because there are professional people in our company who are doing this for us. Of course, our founders are very professional, but we've got professional employees. We've got people who know where exactly we should put our servers, why Iceland, why electricity is so cheap, how we can do it in the most efficient way, right? So, and that's why we are able to maximize our profits. That's why we're able to pay you. We're paying you at the moment, right? So at the moment, cloud mining is the way to go. So guess what? We've designed the system in a way that you get paid every single day. That you get paid every single day. Not every week, not every month, but every single day. All right? So if you go to the bank and if you make a deposit, when do you get usually this percentage back? Minimum a year, right? Yeah, Promit, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Russian sites just disappear after a while. Yeah, exactly. So, so that's crazy. But if you find the right partner, if you find the right company investing into your server power or server space, if you let us to mine for you, really you gotta find the right partner. You gotta find the right people. You gotta trust them. And that's why we want to create a relationship with you. We want to show you where we mine. We want to show our faces. We want to really kind of shake your hand, at least virtually, and then show you, who we are. So at the moment, we have in our portfolio, we have 3 products. We're allowing our customer to cloud mine Bitcoin. We are cloud mining Litecoin, as well as our new product, one of the trendiest crypto. So all of those cryptocurrencies, they're different, right? They have different future, but look at us as professional cloud miners, and when we look at a cryptocurrency, we try to work with the best. We try to approach and put the new product in our portfolio by really making a strategical and smart decision what would be the best cryptocurrency to take on board, build the servers, start mining them, and have the best profits, as well as have the balanced risk, so to speak, right? We don't want to take only very conservative cryptocurrencies. We would like to give you a chance to make more by having a little bit more risk, and that's why we combine different products, outline different cryptocurrencies with us. We don't say we're going to end with those 3 products. We might have more. For sure, we'll have more products, but that's, you know, in the near future. You'll see some announcements. There's lots of room, lots of space to integrate or implement new products. But for now, we allow you to earn those 3 products. All right. So now, I'm going to tell you one more time exactly how it works. So we are, as professional miners, we build the hardware, we build the servers, we build the data centers just like that, right? So we know how to maximize the profits. We know how to run those things smooth 24/7. So when you buy your hash rate, your power, right? Your part of your portion, your share in our entire power, mining power, then based on the portion that you've purchased, based on the share that you've purchased from us, you know, we will share the profits with you through the pools, and we have different pools where you can participate, right? And then our special guest will tell you a little bit more how pools work, right? And then we pay you those money through the pools every single day. Just give me a plus who thinks that it's cool, because we could easily make it every month or every week, but we know that you want your return of investment so as soon as possible. So we make it every single day, and that's fucking awesome. We really work. So sorry for my French, but it's awesome. So now, guys, I would like to introduce you to our guest speaker, our key speaker, one of our I would say top professional evangelist of cryptocurrency, and I can call him my mentor because he's the guy who is guiding me in this niche, and he's been working with Hashflare for much longer than I do, and his name is Vitaly Pavlov. Vitaly is online with us. So Vitaly, thanks so much for coming to our call tonight. I know you're very busy, especially after the big conference that was held in Prague in Czech Republic. And I've got a few questions for you, and maybe we could just pick up a few random questions from the audience. But I'll be the one who will be picking up the questions. So Vitaly, before you get online, the first thing I would like to ask you, why? It's a general question, but I guess this is something people would like to know. Why do you believe that cryptocurrency is the next big thing, and why do you believe that cloud mining is the way to make money? So big applause. Yeah, I know you. It's your first time joining this conference room, so I hope you got used to it and you know where to press the button in order to get online. So you need to press the audio and the video, and then we will be able to hear you.
What's up, guys? My name is Vitaly. I'm the project manager of Hashflare. And first of all, give me a plus if you can hear me. All right, that's great. So, Valentin, thank you for introducing me. I'm sitting in another room of the data center here in Estonia for Ethereum mining. And I'm ready for your questions. Hit me. Valentin, is your sound on? Your sound is off. Probably only one presenter can speak at a time.
Did you hear me?
No, now you can speak.
Okay, now is it working now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, a connection issue. So my question was, so basically the first question is, why do you believe, your personal opinion, in why cryptocurrency and cloud mining of cryptocurrency is the next big thing, and why should we invest as normal people, as average people, why should we invest into cloud mining instead of so many other investment opportunities out there? So what's your vision on that? Could you give us your opinion on that?
Thank you for the question, Valentin. It's not a short answer. I'll try to keep it short. First of all, Bitcoin was created as a method of transferring money quickly, securely, and anonymously, and keeping the history available for everyone. But when it was created, nobody knew what the possibilities or what the prospects are today. The technology behind Bitcoin, as the first cryptocurrency, is called blockchain, and the blockchain is what offers us the most valuable piece of this technology, because keeping a ledger that is publicly available of any unique data, such as registry of ownership of real estate, automobiles, or any other licenses, DRM, for example, art pieces, everything that is unique. So Bitcoin will not die, as cryptocurrencies won't die, because this technology is being looked at, as you said, by many big players in the market, like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, etc. One of our now, which is a big plus for me because I like Steam and Bitcoin, holds hands up. We believe in Bitcoin because, as the first cryptocurrency, it is the most popular, it's being turned the most attention to. And even after halving, I'm going to answer this question right now. Analytics and economists say that after halving, emission is harder. And when a resource becomes harder to get, it will not drop in price. So we still believe that, and we agree with them, that continuing Bitcoin mining is not a dead-end investment.
Thanks, Vitaly. The other question I wanted to ask you is that we've got a new product, which is Ethereum. Obviously, it is very, for us, it's been a big announcement, and it wasn't that easy to choose what cryptocurrency would be the next we're going to cloud. But why do you think? Basically, why should everyone who has been with us, cloud mining, Litecoin or Bitcoin, why do you think it is great to have a hash rate with Ethereum as well in your investment portfolio, so to speak? I think we can call it that way.
Thank you for the question. Again, we have to turn on to the base of Ethereum. Ethereum is written as a cryptocurrency that's not a copy of any other cryptocurrency, with many new features. First of all, being smart contracts. This blockchain has more functionality and more potential in other areas, but aside being just a worth asset, because it is an asset, but it also can do other things. Ethereum is being looked at as the next Bitcoin sometimes because of the fact that it gives you more options that you call cryptocurrency startups. They don't only take the cryptocurrency as an asset, they also take the technology behind it and build something on top of it. Like corporate voting based on blockchain, where you cannot forfeit from your votes or you can't counterfeit them, which is good. If that registry is publicly available, we will always have transparent democratic elections, for example, which is a big thing in this world. So Ethereum allows even more than just a blockchain. It allows smart contracts, of which you can read more because it's a long topic. And Ethereum will be the big next thing, along with Bitcoin. Because its creator has shown that they are really looking into it. They're looking into creating new options. We already have startups based on Ethereum specifically to use its blockchain and its functionality.
All right.
So that would be the short answer.
Thanks, Vitaly. I think that's a great answer. So if you are my third question that would be coming from myself, and then maybe we can pick up one from the audience. So would be, if you are the beginner, because I'm sure we have beginners at our conference call. So you've got say $100, really something small to start. How would you, just your personal advice, how would you go in terms of, between our three products? Would you go like, $33 for a little bit of everything, or would you put, of course, some people are more conservative, some more risky. So let's say if you are a risky investor, where would you put your
connection is off.
$100? Can you hear me?
$100 is an insufficient sum but I would start with Ethereum or Script right now, because Script has been stable, and currently in our system it has the return on investment, and it has the fastest break-even point. But Ethereum as a thing I would invest in that. Technically, all three products we have right now do have a chance to survive and do have a reason to be invested into. But since this information constantly changes, for example, last month, SHA-256 for mining Bitcoin was not really a problem. People were looking away from it. But today, we already know that Bitcoin is rising, and its break-even point is 9 months exactly today. But if you were asking, for example, on a larger sum, we have the newsletter. Those who came from the newsletter, you also know that there's a 25% off code for a larger investment from 10 megahash. So that's also going to be a very good ROI. Because, of course, if you have a discount, then your ROI is better than the next guy who didn't buy with a discount. I'm going to give you, people would like to know, break-even points for our three products at... Sorry about that. Can you hear me better now? If I move closer?
Yeah, it was a little bit jumping at the end, but mainly at least I understood what you've said.
Right.
Yeah.
So, 56 is 9 months, Script is 6 months, and Ethereum without any discounts is 8 months.
Yeah. So, Vitaly, it's for the answer. I'm going to just pick up, a question from the audience. I will look up what... Basically, guys, if you have a question, just please type in the chat below. Obviously, we can't answer anything, but we will answer maybe one or two. So, about halving effect of Bitcoin, how will this affect cloud mining companies? We've answered that last time, but I think Vitaly can give a great comment on that.
Every company and individuals, for that matter, who hold large amounts of equipment are facing a problem. If their equipment consumes too much electricity, i.e. it's not energy efficient, then they will have a bigger impact on their returns if they're almost balancing, that the electricity cost and cost of maintaining the equipment is close to what it's, then they're going to be facing issues. At one moment of time, the maintenance may become more costly than it actually produces, and they will have to turn their equipment off, which in turn lowers the difficulty of the whole network, and you get more bitcoins per a unit of hashes per second. So it's a self-balancing thing. But since Bitcoin is rising, and like I said before, we believe that it will fall after the halving, then people who are right in the energy efficient circle are going to be okay. That's our stand.
There's a question from Calvin. Calvin says, do you see any other alternative coins that look promising in your opinion that you jump into maybe like Dash or other? We actually commented also on Dash on the last webinar. Yeah, and Vitaly, you're free to comment yourself. What do you think about Dash and others?
Well, Dash has been promising right now. However, I would like to turn a point to Emmercoin at this point in time, because Emmercoin, a fork of Bitcoin that has few additions to the blockchain. For example, they may store SSH and SSL security certificates in the blockchain. So it provides easier entry to protected servers, websites, or systems that works on the blockchain. We actually used it in Hashflare. We're using it right now, and full of miners happens through Emmercoin's blockchain. So that's a cryptocurrency I would like everyone to turn their attention to.
All right. So, yeah, Vitaly, I think we're gonna start, wrapping up with the webinar tonight. And obviously, I would like to thank on behalf of the entire audience and the entire team for participating in the webinar and giving us such professional answers. I know there's some other questions, but guys, basically send those questions to our Facebook, and we will get those answered as soon as possible. Obviously, I
would like to answer one question.
Sure, Vitaly, go ahead.
People are talking about the proof of stake mining switch of Ethereum. Let's say it like this: the developers have spoken that the switch to POS mining may happen not earlier than November 2017, or that it may not happen at all and Ethereum will be continued to mine through proof of work. However, if anything happens against their words, we will find a way to keep those contracts alive. We will do our best. Not everything is in our control, as you can understand, but we will try to keep you in the break-even.
Absolutely, yeah. So yeah, good question and also good answer. So we're not interested as a company to make you down, guys, right, Vitaly? So we're interested to make your money work. Otherwise, we will lose our reputation, and why we should be interested to lose our reputation? So absolutely, yeah. So one more time, thanks, Vitaly. Thanks for coming. I think it was awesome. And now we have a last surprise for you guys. We have a special codes, promotional offers for you. So this special code is going to last for the next 24 hours. And so it's HF16 WEB12ET, and this is a 12% discount offer for Ethereum for those who want to buy Ethereum hash rate. So I'm just gonna copy that for you in the chat, so you can easily HF16 WEB12ET. So here we go. So I'm just gonna copy it, 3 times just for purpose of copying from this small screen. So just give me a plus. How many of you are willing to try Ethereum? How many of you, just give me a plus, how many of you are going to use this promo code? Really, it doesn't matter, $3 or $10. All right, Phil, you're in. Great. Anil, Billy. Yeah. Verislav, Ryan. Great, awesome. Calvin. Okay, you've got it already. Perfect, awesome, guys. So now, for those guys who are a little bit more conservative, we've got a special offer for you as well. So if you want to buy SHA256, which is, so then we have an offer for you. So it's HF16 WEB12 SHA, which gives you a 12% discount. This is, guys, this is a, the first one was for Ethereum, Douglas, and this one is for SHA256, which is a Bitcoin mining. So I'm just going to type it in for you. Just give me a sec. 12 SHA. And believe me, guys, we've made it. I'm just reading. Yeah. So what we made last time is we actually gave away on the previous webinar a 10% voucher. But we said, hey, we want to reward our users, our loyal users even more, and it was quite hard. Trust me, it was from the founders. So it was actually, a little fight here because we wanted to give you something special. So when it is special, and please use this voucher within the next 24 hours, otherwise it won't be available. So one more thing, I would like to tell you one more way how can you make money. How many of you, give me a plus, if you ever referred a friend who purchased a hash rate through a referral program, through your referral link? All right, Calvin did, Ryan did, Paul did, Douglas, all right, Billy, Promet, Victor, Yana. Okay, some people did. But please go to your back office, go to your account, find your referral link, go to your friends, go to your existing referral users, and let them know that through this voucher, 12% discount for the Bitcoin and 12% discount for the Ethereum mining, and make your commission. Guys, this is for you, not just to purchase for you, but for you to go and make some cash. Let your friends know, and you've got 24 hours for that. All right, on a scale from 1 to 10, how did you like the webinar? Honestly. All right, 10. So, Vitaly, we did a good job. So let me congratulate you. So we've got many 10s. Thank you, guys, but honestly, we would like to make it better next time and give you more value and really be serving you in the best way possible in our beautiful niche. And yeah, connection is the issue, right? So 9 would be fair to say. So wish you a great morning, afternoon, a great vacation holiday. Make sure you use this voucher. Let your friends know. Let your referral attendants know. And if you have an email list, make sure to make a newsletter to your email list. Maybe you could do a video announcement on Facebook. Actually, if you do a video message, Facebook pushes it quite heavily through your Facebook news feeds, etc. All right, that's it from us, guys. And so that was directly from one of our server rooms where we mine Ethereum. Vitaly was in the other room where we mine Ethereum. So it was really awesome, really cool. Goodbye to everyone, and I'll see you very soon on our upcoming webinars in June. Bye-bye. Cheers.